Welcome back to JOAT. Now you should know, I love my old Jeep Wrangler TJ, but the sound system was really struggling. In this video, I'm going to show you how I upgraded the soundbar by fitting new panels to allow us to install our Skar component speakers. I'll be using Fusion 360 to create the components in CAD. I'll then send a program from Fusion 360 to the Shapeoko CNC router to cut the pieces out. Now, if you're a fan of DIY car modifications and you want to see how we take this classic Jeep to the next level, then make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to never miss a video. Let's get started. Alright guys, so we really wanted to install this 5.5-inch Skar component set in this old soundbar, so we knew that they weren't going to fit the stock locations, so we had to make some plates on our Shapeoko router and mount them on the face of the soundbar. Then we had to upholster them and reinstall the speakers to get to this point. So we ended up using Fusion 360, and here's how just a quick snapshot of how we did that. So we took a picture of the soundbar and the stock speaker locations with the old speakers removed, and then what we did was we started sketching right on top of that picture. In Fusion, that's the beauty of Fusion. It's really easy software to use. So we got a sketch that we thought looked pretty cool, and then what we did is we created the speaker holes and the locating holes, and we did make some small adapters you'll see here in a second. I'll highlight them with the mouse. So what they did was, if you put the screw straight into the neoprene, which we ended up wrapping these plates in so they match the interior, it wrinkled where the screws went in. So we had to 3D print some small components, like a collar to slide in ahead of that bolt to pull the material down even. And we'll point those out here in just a second. But as we're moving along, you'll see that we extruded this into a 3D shape that looked like the material we had on hand, which was roughly 3/4 inch MDF. So then there's the little component right there coming up, the little black component. So we used those to hold the material from bunching. Now, once we got those made, we took and got out the router table because we didn't want to leave sharp edges like this. We thought it would look nicer if we could round those edges over a little bit. So in the next picture, you'll see that we ended up rounding over the edges on our router table. And then you see that looks nice. And then we took and test fitted everything on the soundbar and started wiring and of course upholstering to get to this point. Now back to the Jeep. let's go take a look. New soundbar, Skar component set. Skar speakers here, stock locations. I believe they were a 3x5. But you can look on Crutchfield's and it'll tell you. Boss head unit. We did take out the cigarette lighter and put this USB adapter. It's a charger in one port and the other port is for the stereo. So I need to clean the screen. You can see speakers on that side of the rear seat. During the day here, you can see this lights up at night and the Skar logo is going in here. Put both amps in. We originally designed it over here. We had to move them over here because it was easier to get the wiring in through this side of the vehicle also. And as you can see, it just barely fits. We did have to cut a little bit of material off here just so it would fit flush. And we did get new black carpet and seat covers, as you can see. Speaker is in this side of the box. Of course, this side's hollowed out for the amp rack. It's a 10-inch shallow mount Skar sub over here. There is an LED also up under here. So, hope you enjoyed the build. Please like, and if you have any questions, leave me a comment.